York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody's starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody's starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody's starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up.
Forms and films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. It's going down. New York City, NYC, Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Forms and films in the building. My God, what's good?
I got Donnie over here with me.
The new Knicks,
I got
salute
Donnie
my
over
guy.
here.
The new
Yo,
Knicks,
we're
the
live, my
organic
guy.
podcast.
We already left? Like, what the fuck?
30 seconds in. If you guys know, welcome to Saucy Smoke 'em Sober Sundays. Whatever your choice, make that be your voice. Thank you for choosing us, the Organic Fanatics. We have a special guest, and Machete was already letting us know before we even tell you that we got someone with us. But we'll tell you anyway as we go on. Salute to you guys. My name is Ruel, friend of the Most High. 1/4 of the show, you know what it is here. I got my brother looking out there. We got Conway in the building. Salute, New Knicks. What up? Show.
What's poppin', everybody? Yo, yo, yo. What's poppin'? Welcome to the TOF show. Welcome, everybody. Salute to my brother. Salute to Machete Miggs. Salute to Two Shots. Mike the Specialist in the background. And yeah, welcome. I'm in workflow, so I'll be in and out, but I'm vibing out. Thank you for vibing out with us.
Hey, you know, you watching us is a necessary
All right.
pause and a statement that needs a clause. Anyway, we got the freaking Rican M Special in the background, aka as Machete just called him Baba Booey. If you know Baba Booey, you let us know who that is anyway. Salute to my cousin, Primo Hermano, my brother. He's my cousin, but he's my sangre. Machete, machetazo, que lo que, manito?
Que lo que, mi gente de la 110, New York City. Que lo que, 110. Spanish Harlem, shouts out. DC, shouts out to my peoples in DC. Shouts out to my peoples in 305. Elmhurst. Shouts out to Elmhurst. Shouts out to Orlando, all over New York City. Let's go, Knicks. Even though we got whipped the last night.
And Machete has a homie with him, so you know when you rolling with your homies, you know what I'm saying? You doing your thing, you out on the weekend. We got Donnie. Pan over to Donnie, so pan over to Donnie, so we can say what up. Just swing it over to Donnie. What are you Uber driving over here? Anyway, but
he's on the road.
Donnie, what up? Well, Donnie's out there doing.
DC Donnie in the building. DC Donnie in the house.
DC Donnie, we got DC Donnie. He's gonna give us his extra opinions from his perspective. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't ready for that.
We're about to get some bombs. And apparently, our M Special is giving us a timeout. So he said we talk a lot. So we got to try to keep it short. I don't know if that's going to work. But anyway, we got my brother from another mother, same father, the Most High. 2 shots, que lo que, bang, bang. What up, manito? What's good?
What's up to the panel? What's up to the chat? Replay gang, you know the vibes. I'm going to steal a little bit of Machete's intro. Que lo que, my gente from B Square, Botanical Gardens. What up? What we do from New York? Let's go.
Okay. Whatever borough you from, represent. If you from anywhere outside, we know Key Watkins be out there. Key Watkins from the ATL. So wherever you at, put it in the chat. We'll say what up to you. What up to the live gang.
Hashtag your city.
Hashtag your city. Let us know where you at, where you from, where you represented. But we appreciate you guys. Anybody in the live gang, replay gang, go to the comments. But anyway, we're gonna get today started off. Okay. So apparently we got M Specials acting like Trump with the tariffs. We're not letting any time pass by. I know. Okay, Machete just hung up. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the trade heard round the world. We heard the trade heard around the world. We had the craziest trade. Everybody woke up and was in shock. They felt like their team had traded them and betrayed them. you had, and we're just gonna get to this one now because everyone's talking about it. The Dallas Mavericks trade a generational talent, a franchise player in the peak of his prime, 25 years old. They said he qualified for the super duper Uber max of $350 million. And then they say, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to be able to do it. Can you do it? I'm not going to be able to do it. And they've traded him for...
Luka got traded?
There you go. With breaking news. If you
I'm in Alabama. I'm over here with the clan. I don't know what's going on.
Well, we're breaking the new Knicks now. We're gonna break it to you, sir. Luka Doncic.
Phil, you haven't heard?
We're telling him right now.
Oh, nigga, I've been busy working. That is crazy. I see.
Hold on. Be ready to absorb the impact of it. You got to feel the impact of what happened here. They traded Luka Doncic for Anthony Ambulance Davis and one first-round pick.
No.
First-round pick.
It was a 3-team.
But what did they got one first round in return?
Yeah, but Utah got something.
We're talking about Dallas. Like you trade, that's like trading that. That's like trading LeBron.
No. Tell me what's going on. You guys got me lost.
They traded Luka Doncic essentially for just Anthony Davis. They got one first round pick for him. That's basically the trade. Other ancillary pieces, nobody would care. Man, you talking about Max Christie? That is his dad is coaching the Sacramento Kings. Anyway, somebody that you're never gonna see again. Somebody who played his best game that played us and played his best game ever, and of course against the Knicks. Against the Knicks, of course, his best game the night before he got traded. Nonetheless, that's a trade in you Knicks. Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. Essentially swap.
That is wild. That is wild.
And that's what they're saying. The wildest fucking trade in NBA history. Straight up Luka Doncic for Anthony Ambulance and I think a first round pick. So
that's basically it.
Max Keebler. Who else?
And Christie.
And Max Christie. So people who you're never gonna see again.
Also?
Yeah, they got picks. They got 2 seconds.
So they traded Luka. Excuse me. They traded Luka away for Anthony Ambulance and Doug Christie's son
and a pick.
They
traded Luka, Max Keebler, and somebody that's probably going to be cut by tomorrow for Anthony.
Generational talent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they're showing up their defense.
The Lakers.
No, Dallas. Look, they got three.
I like the trade, to be honest with you.
They've got 3 7-footers now. Yeah, Lively, Gafford, and Anthony. He didn't want to play the 5, so now he's a 4 in Dallas with Kyrie Irving, and they just got Clay to start hitting a few buckets. So they like, man, with it, hold up, let's see what we can do for me.
Damn, now you got Klay Thompson with Anthony Ambulance.
That's what I'm saying.
And Kyrie Irving.
The close.
If AD can stay healthy, that's gonna be a problem.
The statement of the last
that'll never work.
Rebounds or shoot inside the key on them.
That's gonna be a problem.
Shot blocker. Lively jumps off the gym. And Anthony, he already blocked shots and gets rebounds. So people are sleeping on that trade.
They sleeping on Dallas real bad. Everybody's talking about
trade for Dallas. Yeah, they are sleeping on that Dallas move, man.
So you're saying that Dallas won the trade?
I'm saying they didn't get burned the way people are saying they got burned.
Exactly.
Generational, but I mean. He comes and goes. When he's on the floor, nobody can stop him. When is the key word. He's on the floor.
He's mostly in the game. He plays at least 60 games. At least 60.
Now, but
Anthony Davis plays maybe 15, 20.
LeBron is going to show him how to really get his shit together. Anthony Davis didn't miss a lot of games because of bad conditioning. He missed a lot of games because he was injury. But you remember, in New Orleans, he missed a whole lot more games than he did in L.A. In New Orleans, he would hurt an ankle and be gone 2 and 3 months. In L.A., he was still, you know what I'm saying, fighting.
He just missed out on 3 months because he got a high five and sprained a wrist.
Y'all super disrespectful, but yo, let that man get healthy. Dallas is gonna be a serious problem.
They've been saying that since he got out of Duke. Let him get healthy. I mean, look, he's got better luck.
He made a run with the Lakers. He played when it counted. He got a ring.
Duke. First of all,
he played with Kentucky.
Aren't we doing the same thing with Mitch? Hoping and praying that he stays healthy?
There's a difference there. That's all right.
Mitch ain't got no championship. Mitch don't have a championship. AD does. So what's the difference?
AD only made it to the last 16 games of the season.
And that's exactly what we're doing now with Mitch.
And he's gonna get us a ring. Same. Hey, listen, I don't know. Donnie likes to trade.
And he don't even smoke.
Donnie likes to trade.
Yeah,
some people like to trade. You know?
Yo, Mike, I heard that.
You talking about me that I don't even smoke? I heard that.
He said he don't even smoke, bro.
I heard that. Let him take a little shots. All right. No more. I retired. I done retired. I done gave up my card, my smoker's card. I mean, I don't know. The trade to me is first of all, it's crazy. Could it be if Anthony Davis is healthy? I think it definitely helps. Dallas, it does help because he ain't gonna be playing the 5 because he definitely can't play it physically. It's too physically draining on him.
Exactly.
Gafford plays okay. I mean, it could work. It could because at least Dallas has enough talent that they don't count as much on AD like how LA did because they got LeBron and
Kyrie Irving.
Let me draw a little comparison, if I will. JB and Cat, Kyrie and AD. It's gonna be crazy. Let that man be healthy. I'm telling you, boy. It's gonna be lights out over there.
Hey. All right, hey. That trade, wow. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. Fuck them niggas. They not the Knicks. On to the next.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck them niggas. They not no Knicks.
For that one.
You heard? Fuck them niggas. They not no Knicks.
Everybody's talking about it. That was our watching the ops segment.
All right. Wow. Cool. Gaga. Fuck Luka. Fuck AD. Fuck the Lakers. Fuck Chihuahuas. I don't give two fucks.
OG got hurt. Who got hurt yesterday?
Chihuahuas, nigga.
Hey, all I gotta say, out of that trade,
nigga.
out of that trade,
Fuck them Chihuahuas, nigga.
I don't think any one of them get past the 5th. I think they'll be 6th and 5th. Now we're moving on. I don't see them going past the 6th and 5th in the West. No higher than the 5th.
Wasn't Dallas 5th last year? And they made it to the.
They had a good run. They had a lucky run. They did.
Not a lucky run now.
The OG yesterday.
They did. That's the basketball. You need some luck.
Okay.
They did good. I ain't taking it. They did good. Just like Miami made it from play-in to the finals. That was a lucky run.
Lucky run.
All the stars. If they did, you'd be repeating. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I just all right. Anyway, so the Los Angeles Lakers. Listen, that might be this year, but we got depth, which we'll talk about that in a second. We're talking about trades, but we played the Los Angeles Fakers, the LA Fakers, yesterday against LeBron James.
They were very real. Hey, look,
that was their best game of the year. I'll give it to them. They played good. They had a good defense. Can't take it. That was their best game of the entire year.
LeBron turned back the clock, boy.
He had 33 points. Hey.
He turned back the clock. My man was all over the place. He was energized by the trade that hadn't even happened yet. He already knew what was happening.
Of course he did. He sacrificed all his other teammates.
That ain't nothing new for him.
He's the Baphomet. I mean, the GOAT. So anyway. Anyway. So they they play pretty good. He got his 33 random number. He did all right with his 33 points. They play good. They beat us. They did whatever. I ain't gonna say whatever. They did good. It's probably his last game. He's gonna be at the Garden, so they had to set it up for him to win. Jalen Brunson missing free throws and I don't know. It was whatever. Game.
I think he'll be back.
Let me ask. Listen. Yeah, yo. Go ahead. You guys a question.
Go for it.
How much they pay these guys to tell them to lose?
Millions. That's what's in the contract. It's a scripted league. I mean, if we're gonna get a tin foil stuff, if we're gonna get a tin foil, we can go deep. I'm just trying to make it entertaining, but it's
in the contract that when we tell you to lose.
Yeah.
Hey, my guy. At the end of the day, their contract says that this is an entertainment sports. This is all entertainment, my guy. So whatever. Exactly. So whatever they say goes.
Well,
come on, bro.
This was made into entertainment. It's not entertainment. This is a light.
There's a difference. There's a big difference between the park and professionalism when money becomes involved.
And betting.
Yeah, we could go deep into the rabbit hole. Pause.
All right. Some proof because I don't tell these types of is losing.
I mean,
I can't hear him.
You're bringing up something.
5 million. Which will give him 5.
Hey, Mike. I don't know if you got your microphone. He's coming in and out. Mike.
We're on the highway.
All right. So the game that we had yesterday, it was a tough game yesterday. We played good. They played a game that was constant. We didn't have a run. We didn't make any run. So it was just back and forth. You can't play tit for tat in a game like that. Salute to the Lakers. They kept scoring. They answered each time. Every time we made a run, they answered. We didn't have any 3 defensive stops. It's going to be a tough game when you got JB and you got Cat not playing well. They were 3 of 18, 3 of 11. This guy missing free throw shots. OG kept us in the game with the big shots. Josh Hart was doing his thing. Salute to Deuce McBride who stepped in and I think he gave us 15 points or 12 points in 10 minutes. He was balling. He played well. Cam didn't have it going. So it was just a game that they played well. Salute, you tip your hat to them. They played well. LeBron came out to play in the Garden. If there's any game he's going to show up, it's always going to be at the Garden just like anybody. Max Christie had his best game in the NBA.
Garden. I think he's lost maybe 6 times.
What happened?
In the Garden?
Yeah.
LeBron James?
I think it's maybe 6, 15.
Has he ever lost in the Garden?
I think many. I'm especially checking that out.
They put a stat. He's like 22
in the Melo era, he definitely lost against the Knicks.
Yeah, I think he's like
Melo had his number all the time.
Like 16 and 8.
I think I remember them putting a stat where it said 22 and 8. I'm pretty sure.
They're saying that he's like 15 and 6 or 16 and 6 in the Garden right now.
It's a good. It's all right. And just to say, it still wasn't a better record than Jordan. Just to put it out there. I'm just gonna say that, but they put that stat out there too. But nobody ain't see that. One. Nobody ain't see that Jordan has a better record, and I'm talking about team bad. Salute to AP. He's in the building. He says they absolutely cannot defend the 3. It was a tough game. I'm not gonna say about absolutely, but salute to AP. He says missed way too many critical free throws on a regular basis. I can't say that we didn't. We had gimmies. He put Jalen Brunson, who's supposed to be a 90% free throw, and he misses 2.
He's around 80.
Donnie just said something real quick.
I don't think Cat played big yesterday. I think Cat played like a 3. Cat yesterday, right. Cat should have been on a 5 yesterday. He should have been on the block. He should have been drawing fouls. He could have killed them yesterday. Cat could have had 50. Who could have checked Cat on the block? On the block, nobody could have checked Cat.
His hand is what's holding him. His injuries is what's been holding him. That's the only thing that's been hurting him. That's why he was hesitating. And if you look at him when he was on the block, he doesn't get the calls. They're literally pushing him in the chest, pushing him in the back, and he's not getting the calls.
That's what Victor Wembanyama says. He says that now when big men get down low, they don't get big boy calls no more. They get pushed around and pushed out of bounds and shoved. That's why all the big men have gone out to shooting threes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
force the ref to call the foul. You got to force it.
I mean, he's double teamed. They push him and slap him in the hand, and they don't call. I mean, I don't know how much more you can do, and it's literally slapping him on his forearm.
We're talking about the NBA, the Knicks, and refereeing. And refereeing. That will never be a mix that we will win. So we gotta battle it out without the referees. I'm not trying to.
It's always
talk to no ref. Yeah, always. So
it's always 8-5 when the Knicks play. Them, the other team, and the three refs typically. It was we could go back and forth who did what. They played a great game. I can't take it away. They played a great game. They're a team with size for the most part, other than Christie. They're pretty tall players. They had an outstanding game. And it's usually one of those games when you have players that don't normally hit games that they're just having a phenomenal game. Ruchi Hachimura hit three pointers. This dude that they just acquired from Brooklyn hit 5 3-pointers. Of course, it's usually that type of game against the Knicks that they have a historical game. Dorian Finney-Smith, you're right. Dorian Finney-Smith, Ruchi Hachimura, Doug Christie had 3 threes. Like it's usually like that when the Knicks. When you have that game,
they played Dorian Finney-Smith at the 5. Paul Anthony Towns should have broke his fucking chest open.
It's hard when you leave him open. I mean, they play
That's
bad.
That's not his game. He's not that. That's not his game.
Hey, they play good. It was one of those games. It was still competitive.
That's why we need Mitch. That's why we need Mitch.
Segue. Anybody got anybody? Oh, we're gonna get into that now. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on that Laker game? Any thoughts on you guys before we move on to the shit you guys are gonna go wild on?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you real quick. I caught the last about 8 minutes because I was watching the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? But from the 8 minutes that I saw, it came down to really just 2 things: just everybody being off, OG obviously getting injured, and not being able to hit the 3.
OG got injured.
Yeah, we'll talk about that right now. We'll talk about that right now.
But yeah, not being able to hit the 3. If we would have hit the 3 how we normally hit the 3, I think we would have had a fighter's chance. But you live by the 3, you die by the 3. That's what they say.
Let me salute the chat real quick. The chat is starting to come into the chat here. Salute to AP.
Yeah.
Knicks 100, the GM. Hey, new Knicks, we got you nose in the building. White Falcon.
Hold up. White Falcon. White Falcon.
AP says David Stern, Adam Silver's NBA would have never given the Knicks the call. Yeah, I agree with you. Salute to Buzzer being in the building. Que lo que? Buzz, what up?
Yeah.
What up? We got a new one in the building. Full brim salute. Robert Woodard. First time. Full brim salute to you. Que lo que? What's good to you?
Salute,
he said, come on,
Rob
son.
Reezy.
He said, come on, son. Let me know what you said. Come on, son. What does that mean? Who are you talking about? What we say? Come on, son. He's talking to somebody in the chat. He's letting us know.
Things. Come on.
He said,
son.
go Knicks. He said, go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. And then White Falcon, God, here we go with the trades. All right, we're going to get you in a second, White Falcon, with your comments here. And Knicks 100 GM, M Special, are you ready? He's ready today. He's locked and loaded, ready for you.
He early today, huh?
All caps. You know who's in the chat when you see all caps. Hey, salute. Hey, Keith Watkins, salute to you. Peace up, A-Town down, ATL in the building.
All right, what's back in it?
All right, so we back in it. So let's talk about it. Today is Sunday. We have 4 days, as you saw the craziest trade last night. We got 4 more days. Hey, Machete, mute your mic. Mute your mic, Machete. We got 4 days. He did. We got 4 days until the trade deadline. So now we've seen the craziest trade. It shook up the NBA. That lets everybody know, which to me, the trade, just to segue into it, the reason they basically move on from Luka is because they felt this is a generational talent. He wasn't taking care of his body. He wasn't conditioning himself. He wasn't taking the game kind of serious. He stayed his conditioning has always been sloppy, so he hasn't been conditioned. They're like, yeah, we're gonna get. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, he hasn't been healthy. I listen. I'm not in the locker room. I don't know, but from what he's been to how he's gotten to, I don't know if his conditioning or taking it serious. He's been good, but even when he was missing, when they played, who did they play? Was it in the playoffs or they played that one game that they sat him? And Jason Kidd said in the game, we want him to see what moving the ball is like. They said that in game, previous game, post game, they were letting him know that what ball movement looks like to get everybody else involved. Because when Luka Doncic, yes, he's dope, but he doesn't move the ball around. He holds the ball, pounds the air out of the ball, and he'll find some players, which he's pretty good at passing. I'm not gonna lie, but for the most part, he's gonna call his number first.
He's
Jason Kidd.
What was Randall?
Isn't the point of the game to get the win?
Yeah, but it's also ball movement. It's also getting other players involved. So it's a different type of
team involved and yeah.
I don't know about that.
I mean, that's what they're saying.
MJ used to pound the air out of the ball too. He was the isolation scorer too. You tell him if he had a
MJ bitch that niggas till they became great, nigga. That was the difference. That nigga fucked on niggas until they listen.
When he passed the ball to PJ, was it PJ? Whatever. PJ when it was to PJ when it was to Kerr, whoever it was, when you had the ball, you better hit your shot. He was all in your
Armstrong, Craig Hodges, all of them.
When they played, he made sure that when you get the ball, I don't care if it's one time a game, whenever you get the ball, you're gonna hit your shot. And they were ready. They didn't always get it because they weren't superstars.
So don't get the same respect. Don't get the same.
I said he's a good passer, but his own coach. I'm telling you what his coach said, what his organization said, and what their players said. When they sat him down that time,
that's what I'm saying.
I agree. Listen, I'm not there. I'm not on the team. I'm just saying what they said. And what seems to be going around based on his conditioning and him not looking at other teammates, even though he was averaging almost triple doubles. I don't know how they got that. That's what they said.
Bro.
That's just what they said.
My opinion of the whole Luka thing is, from what I've seen, because I didn't watch as many.
I think he a diva.
Dallas man, yeah, he's number one a diva. I think he did. It was a little bit of him not sharing the ball like that, because I don't think for him, he felt like everybody was on his level. But and he always had to make the shot. That's why he felt he needed help, and that's why they went out and got Kyrie. But he doesn't share the ball like that. And then the other thing that's really big was that he's just too out of shape. He's just like he wasn't a fit guy.
But again, he made it to the finals. Like I don't understand.
And then they're putting him on a pedestal, and he acts like this little fucking snotty ass white boy.
Yeah.
Listen, I ain't gonna do the color thing, but
to me, in a way, to me, I see him acting like a little snotty, little fucking untouchable white boy. That he's the fucking he's the next coming of LeBron James. He's waiting to retire. He's a diva, like Phil said. He's has too much of that diva attitude, and then you're not in shape.
Yeah, Europeans are like
with all your talent, with all your talent, and then he's got like this this fucking white boy attitude, bro. You can see it on the court sometimes, man. When he's with other players, man.
Regardless of colors, I got it. To me, I think on top of all that,
you're not on the fucking court if you're always hurt. The best ability is availability, and he's not available. All these guys that got talent,
there you go.
Trying them. If you're not on the court, then how am I going to see your talent?
Let me ask y'all a question. All y'all are Knicks fans. 3 years ago, this was Julius Randle.
What are you talking about? Yo, hey, Mike, mute your mic, bro.
Look,
Julius Randle was the most durable NBA player. What are you talking about?
No.
Wait a minute.
Hell no.
Wait a minute. Listen. Wait a minute. I'm talking about the laziness part. I'm talking about the do it all, do it every.
Hey, hold on. I'm not gonna let you slander Julius like that. Hey, Julius Randle was always at the gym. That nigga was always at top peak of shape. He was getting his mental game right. Julius Randle was a player that always did better on and off the court, my nigga. Was he a player that made everyone better? No. But he wasn't built like that. But he came to do his job, and there was nobody that could stop him at that time. There was nobody that could stop that boy at that time.
We must have went through a portal or something. I can't believe
three-time All-Star.
Luke is a 5-time. So what are you saying?
What?
What we're saying,
what I'm trying to tell you is don't ever compare Luka to fucking Randall, please.
Luke is better.
So hold on. So let's. I'm gonna just real quick so we can move on. But to your point, you're saying Randall was a $60 million player. He was the only player who wanted to play with the Knicks. 3 years ago, the Knicks were nobody. We were starting our foundation that we built off him at that time frame. Who was 20? I'm just answering this question. I get it. So he was 20, 15, and 6 assists. And he was an all-star and built the team up. It's a different aspect from someone who's a generational talent, a #1 draft pick, who was a European all-star league. They're completely two different stratospheres. Randall did pound the air out of the ball, but he was the only player that we had back then. You couldn't count on anybody. So that's a completely different, out of the realm question. But he's not in the team now for that same reason. He's just someone that just didn't fit at this time. That goes to say, now Luka is a $350 million player, and that is the problem. That is why Dallas didn't pick him up. That's why Dallas didn't want him.
That's what I'm leaning towards. They didn't want to pay the man.
The thing about the both of them is that they have look, man. Is the thing about the both of them that people dislike is just that they were divas that hogged the ball, and people don't like that in the long run. If you're a diva, you're gonna hog the ball, and you're not. The only difference is that Randall
was never a diva, my nigga. Randall was never a diva. You can't even associate those two.
Here's
Julius Randle did not want that man there. Once he got hurt,
and you want to know something?
He didn't want who?
And Jalen Brunson was the same way. Fucking team. He was a fucking cancer.
Wait, hold on. Hey, did he just say that Julius Randle didn't want Jalen Brunson there? Is that what he just said?
In the beginning. And he did the same thing to RJ when RJ got drafted.
Are you fucking kidding me? Julius Randle was there when Dallas was in the fucking playoffs in the finals. Julius was in the fucking arena and saw Jalen Brunson turn up before he became a Knick. What are we talking about, bro? How the hell are you gonna say that he didn't want? Fuck out of here.
Hold on, let's slip that in the bud right quick. One of them, again, just as we said, one was a #1 player. The salary players for Luka's different. Right, Julius Randle made the playoffs each and every year with a mediocre team. You got Luka. Is that not? Were we not mediocre at the time? That's what we're talking about. Anyway, Luka, someone who's a generational talent who barely made the playoffs. They made the finals, but prior to that, they struggled to make it past, even get into the playoffs. So, are you willing to pay this dude a super max? Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum made the playoffs each and every year for 6 years straight. 2 East Coast finals. That's why you pay him the $300+ million. You got Luka, who made 1 finals appearance. Got bounced twice. But are you gonna pay? The question is, are you gonna pay him $350 million for 1 finals guest appearance? No, you're not gonna pay him. That's what the decision was.
Look, Luka's talent. Look, we're having a whole discussion about the odds, but Luka's talent still.
I take it there.
Listen, because let me tell you something. You want to know why? And how long has he been on the team? 3 years?
5, 6.
He's been in 5 years already?
Yes, sir.
So he already took him how many times to the playoffs and then the finals?
He's been an all-star every year he's been there.
He's been
in finals once.
So he's better than
6 years.
Because he took it to the playoffs enough, and then it got you to the finals. Didn't win, but still got you to the finals.
But he came into a fucking team that when Randall came into a team, there was nothing but rookies and trash here, my nigga. What are we talking about?
He's had a whole team. He's had a whole team his entire career.
He had a whole team his whole career, nigga. He came off of Dirk Nowitzki and them.
Anyway, forget the
1 year.
All right, hey, you know what? Fuck these ops, nigga. What we talking about the Knicks?
Listen, they ain't want to pay him, so that's why he's out of there. That's it. You know what that means? You got 2 buster teams that are barely gonna make top 5, my opinion. I don't care about the West. They're gonna lose anyway. Lakers, good hoorah for them. Hopefully, cripple ass AD, cripple Clay, and smoking high Kyrie. Hopefully they do something. Hopefully they do something pass or forth. It's gonna be tough for them getting past OKC. I don't see any one of those teams beating.
Yo, we
OKC.
might be looking at the Eastern Conference Finals.
With
who?
Eddie's little.
With who? 2 teams that we're talking about.
Lakers and Dallas.
We might be looking at the WCF.
They ain't getting past the West. They ain't getting past OKC.
Right, we'll see.
They can't even get past OKC.
The only thing I'm gonna say is it hinges on his health. If he's healthy, sky's the limit.
Yeah, yo, if everybody won the lotto, we'd never have that.
If it was a fifth, we all be drunk.
that all sounds good.
I'm ready to move on. I don't even know why we touched this.
We're gonna move on. Thanks. We're gonna move on. And listen, I need that same energy you just had right now, Two Shots. That same, if he's healthy, that he can win it. I need that same energy for Mitchell Robinson, sir. That you have that same energy for Mitchell.
Did I not tell you? Hold on.
I'm asking.
It's like I say shit, but y'all don't hear me. Did I not say?
Don't hear me though.
Final iteration of the Knicks squad is with Mitch at center, or if they decide to trade him with another center at center. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that the Timberwolves showed us the blueprint to make it to the finals when they put Cat in the power forward? Didn't I say that?
Yeah. But yo,
So
you
didn't I
said
say it's either Mitch or another center? Didn't I fucking say that?
Yeah, but you
So that's it. Then don't come at me with the energy bullshit.
I'm saying you.
Yeah.
You was just you. Hey, you was just not too. Like, oh, yo, vete a buscar un snack. Vete, que tú tienes hambre.
Yeah, get a Snickers, my nigga. Get a Snickers.
Turn the camera off.
Yo, because
turn the camera off.
And y'all don't listen, bro. It's like y'all don't. I don't. Go back to the tapes and watch them, man. Like my saliva's getting dry, bro. No more.
Hey, yo. Hey, I don't know about your saliva. I don't know why we're talking about saliva. And Two Shots. We're doing the show. So two Shots. We're doing the show. So sometimes they may not hear you. So if I'm asking you, so maybe they didn't hear you to bring it back. It's not that I didn't hear you. But I love you, bro. So it's okay. It's the show.
Thank you for
the show.
Thank you for listening.
I heard you, but sometimes someone like we had AP came a little bit late. They may not have heard it, so I'm asking you so you can reiterate it, so they can get your feedback and they can say, you know what, Two Shots doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm riding with him. But I like when you yell though. I like when you yell. I like when you give
me sacando the guiso ustedes, yo. It's like I don't understand. Y'all get my Dominican blood boiling, bro.
Emotional damage.
Listen, it's all right. It's a saucy Sunday. We told you it's gonna go left. We got our special guest Donnie talking about Luka and Randall. He bring back Randall from. We love Randall here. He bring him back. Listen, but we brought him from Minnesota back to over here to the Knicks. Hey, all love, Donnie. We appreciate that. Salute to Randall. If you watching, Randall's kids, family, yeah, we vibe with him. We vibe with him. Let's talk about this trade though. We got 4 days until trade deadline. All the rumors is out there. They're going crazy. Two Shots was one, and I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm just repeating what.
I'm under the bus, bro. I'm used to it.
No, I'm asking so people can know some of your stats in general. All of us, not just you. You said that, and other people said Mitch for Valanciunas. You said you kind of like the idea. Am I wrong? Or am I lying on you?
I like it.
Okay, that's it. See, I'm not. Anyway, so some people like the Valanciunas move. Does he get traded? Does he get not? I'm on the bus I'm on the boat saying that I don't think Mitch gets traded.
You driving the bus. I'm under the bus.
I'm gonna hit reverse then. Prepárate. Machete, are you?
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
I don't like it. No, not for me. Donnie likes it.
What trade?
Mitch.
Do you guys think Mitch gets moved in any way?
No.
No, senor.
No, senor. First of all, nobody wants him. Dude. Nobody wants Mitch, dude. The reality is that nobody really wants him. And I'll tell you why. You know why? Only not because of his talent, because he's injury prone. He's injured. He's always injured. That's gonna be the excuse that they don't want him because he's injury prone, man.
I need to see what's happening, and there you go. I need to see what's happening because that was a big shot. Nobody wants him.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not a big shot. I mean, I don't think teams are out there looking or wanting Mitch. Who's talking about wanting to get Mitch? Really?
It's a good point.
Right?
It's a good point.
You know, ain't nobody out there. Oh, we want Mitch Robinson.
Keep it that way.
You know, they're waiting to see what happens with us. What happens with him with us? That's what they're waiting to see. Maybe in the summer, but right now, before the playoffs, you know, they're waiting to see what he does with us in the playoffs. If we find a way to trade him, which I don't think that there's number two anybody out there worth Mitch. If we get him back healthy, like I said before, I'd rather him come back like we talked about last year when we said at the end of the Philly series that it's better if the coaches brought him back later in the season, like it's happening right now, right? We called that, right? We said that bring him back, you know, later in December, you know, before the All-Star. We called that already. We said that.
Yeah, Mike, we said that from the first pod. We said that that he should come back after the All-Star break. That if we were running the team, that's how it would be. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what's going on. Like the franchise ain't stupid, bro. They're not listening to what the fuck they're not listening to what the fuck niggas are saying. Tengo. Está bien.
All right, so we'll go to wait.
Dale.
Hey, Keith Watkins says y'all got to take turns. It's hard to follow. So when somebody's talking, let's try not to cut the other person off because these mics chop and cut each. Even though sometimes we bug out too much, but nonetheless. So, two shots.
Sorry about that, Keith.
Yeah. So 2 shots. He says that nobody wants Mitch. And would you think is, and Jonah, I don't know if you want to jump back in, Michelle. I know you're talking to somebody. So I don't know if he's saying it because the aspect that he's been hurt and they can't see a reliable product on the floor to make an assumption to maybe want him. I think that's where he was probably heading on that. And I can tend to agree with that too. I think that in a way, that's kind of why the Knicks, and I wouldn't say that nobody wants him. I think that people are probably trying to, you know, offer low for him. That I think there are teams interested in him that are trying to offer low. They see what he can be, top three, what we see as Knicks fans. They see his capability, but they were questioning how's his health, how's he doing, how's his recovery, to reveal some info to see if they can make a good offer or they're going to try to lowball him, which obviously with the Knicks, the first offer is a lowball offer every time. And I think the Knicks know how he is healthy right now, how he's been looking, and they rather build his value because he's on an expiring deal. Next year's his last contract at $12 million, which is highly tradable. If that's the case, if he's making 14 this year. Next year is last year making 14. He'll be on his final year of his deal. And that's the most time that's most valuable to trade anyway, if you're going to do it on the last year of a deal rather than one remaining. So you get to see what the product is now. Does he fit with us to give him an extension? That way it works the extension talks. Or he builds up his value now at the end of the year anyway, playoff run, see what he can do, how he can impact us playoff-wise, and if we keep him or trade him. And I think that's a more valuable, not only for him, for the team, and in general, that you get more back for you. So I think that's where we're looking at as far as keeping Mitch on there. I don't know if he gets moved. Valanciunas, let me go back to his contract. So Valanciunas is someone that a lot of people are looking at. They're saying, he's could be someone that could be valuable and desirable because he's a good shooter. 2 shots was stressing, which he's correct on how he's been consistent, that he's been almost every game, almost 60, 70 games a season that he's been around. So that's something that you can't deny. That's actual factual. That he's around. And I think he has, I'm trying to look for his contract here. He has 3 more years. So he's getting paid around $10 million for the next 3 years. So you have him on the salary, which is a good reason why the Knicks are like, hey, if we get this guy, we don't have to worry about paying him or a contract because he's already in contract for 3 years. And that gives you a chance to go after. That's why he's desirable, in my opinion, to the Knicks, because he's already locked in for the next 3 years. And that helps him balance.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Jonas Valanciunas.
Plus,
so
we have the Wizards pick, so we could ship that back to them.
If you can probably get something more for that. But
I could guarantee Mitch is not going nowhere. Tibbs has no desire to retrain another center at this point in time when it's championship or go to a center that's a young center that's been great for us. Only had one season of 30 games. The rest of them has been 59, 69, 72, 60 plus, 60 plus. Like what are we talking about? A guy that is a defensive anchor and that has mastered Tibbs' system. Do you think Tibbs is going to start from scratch day one and as a backup no matter what he is? And we're talking about a center that was playing against starters. When Mitch come back, he going to be playing against fucking scrubs, bum juice, garbage, garbocha. And you're comparing that? Come on, bro. It's going to be light work for Mitch. It's going to be light work for Mitch.
But so you know what you're not considering?
You're not considering, Mike. What you're not considering, they had. All right, but the thing is that, bro, he hasn't shown nothing. Like other teams can't. Like they could lowball if we put him in the market, they could lowball us and say he's been injured. We don't know what he's like. Da 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 da. He hasn't shown nothing for the year. The Knicks are not gonna do that, bro. They're not gonna do that. Go ahead, Mike.
You were saying?
No, I was gonna say, look, I'm not saying they're gonna trade him. I don't want them to. You know, we all want him back healthy, like we've always been saying. But what you're not considering is that when he does come back, you know, he has to come back slow. He's gonna have to come back slow, and then it's gonna take some time for him to get, because we're expecting him to come back and be the old Mitch. Everybody's expecting him to do all these miraculous things, but you know, it's gonna take some time, and people are gonna get upset, start talking shit about Mitch. Mike, he's not playing.
All right. If it was Mitch coming back, okay, but if it was Mitch coming back to the starting lineup, yes, I see your point. But Mitch is not coming back to the starting lineup until 2-3 months in of him being in rotation. Mitch might start in the finals. You know what I mean? That might be a thing. But for right now, he's going to be playing against bench competition. He could do that shit in his sleep, shitting with his daughter on his fucking shoulder.
Yeah, listen, y'all wildin'. I just look. Expectation is, if it's past trade deadline for Mitch, I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you, not to hurt anybody's feeling. Mitch will not start. Will he play side by side with Cat? Maybe a couple of minutes here and there. He might. He is not
in the
going
finals.
to start. Don't get y'all. He's not gonna start ever. He's not, at least for this year. He's not gonna start. He'll have rotation. No. He'll get minutes in with starters here and there, but he's not going to start. Right now, I'll tell you right now, if you're thinking he's going to start, he's going to be the starting center, you're going to set yourself up for expectation of failure. He's gonna come in the game at, I believe what Machete's saying is correct. He's going to be bought in slow. Now that OG hurt, which OG has a sprained foot, the way he landed, 2 shots thinks it's wear and tear from Tibbs. But it's just the way he landed. The way he landed, I think it was off. He might be, I don't know. No one knows the time frame. Some are saying 2 to 4 weeks. I'll say maybe a 4-week time frame that he comes back. All that does is make us a little bit better with
Precious. Here comes Precious.
Precious is going to be the starting 4.
I want the ring. I want the ring.
So we'll talk about that rotation. So Jonas Valanciunas, to go back to that so we can move on from Jonas and go to the next. Jonas Valanciunas getting paid $9.9 million this year. He gets $10,395,000 next year, and he's $10 million the year after that. So that locks him in for about 2 years, which makes him desirable for the Knicks in the aspect, if you're looking at it, I'm not saying they are, but if you're looking at it that way, you already got someone locked for 2 years, and that gives you the chance to, when you sign Josh Hart and when you sign Mikal Bridges, you already got someone at a center who's durable, who's got a good skill set, who's a veteran, that you got him locked in at least for another couple of years. That frees up that money to pay Bridges that you're going to have to pay in a year or two. Same thing with Josh. So that's why that looks desirable to the Knicks. Does it happen? It can still happen at the end of the year. So depending what happens with Mitch, Washington's young enough that they may just get rid of all these old people they got. Malcolm Brogdon is 30 plus years old. They're probably going to get rid of him. They got these older players. Valanciunas is old. They're not going to keep him. You know, they got all these older players, that they're just going to basically get rid of. Jordan Poole's young enough, but they're just going to start over and try to, Mitch is young enough that he can help them build. So if that were the case, I'm not saying I agree with it. just from the Knicks aspect. They could do it in the summer. Last year of Mitch's contract, you could still get Valanciunas, and that can work if that's something later on. That's for that aspect on there. And I would, as a bench player, I wouldn't mind him anyway because he's coming from the bench. He's not going to start with Cat. He does something similar to Cat that he can help out the players. He's not really that good as a stretch big. He does stretch, but he's about 32 to 33% from the free throw on there. So that's one player. Any final thoughts on Jonas Valanciunas for you guys? There's a couple other players that I threw in on here that I was kind of thinking that might be possibles on their possibles. Now, people are talking about Mo Bamba because he just got waived. Mo Bamba just got waived by Utah Jazz. They got him in a trade, and now he's a free agent, so you can get Mo Bamba for free. You can make some space with one of these guys from Westchester and move them down and probably get him in there. What are you guys' thoughts on him, Mo Bamba? That you can get him for free.
I mean, he's a hometown kid. Everybody been asking for him for a while, but I don't think. I mean, him coming to the Knicks, if we're getting him for free, a bag of chips and a pack of donuts, then I'm all for it. But and I think once he's here, I think he could turn up like everybody that comes here, the Hartenstein, Dante. I think he'll play his best career average if he becomes a Knick, if he ever sees some time. But with Mitch coming back, yeah, I don't see why would you even try to even look at that possibility.
Well, let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys this way. Who's better? Would you, and it's just bias in general, but who do you think would be better? I'm gonna go to you two shots first. I think you may have Sensei. Would you say Mo Bamba or Sims? If you had a choice from either one, who would you go for?
I'm taking I guess I'm taking Bamba. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen enough of Bamba to know anything about him. I just know that he's a little light on the behind. I like him to get a little bit, stronger. But yeah, I guess I'm taking Bamba. I don't know. Take a chance on a wild card instead of what I know Sims could bring me.
Okay. Machete, Sims or Bamba if you had a choice?
Sims or Mo Bamba?
Mo Bamba got waived today.
Didn't he get sent somewhere?
He just got waived. He got traded. He got traded, and Utah Jazz just waived him. So he's available for free, for $3.99, basically.
Man, I've always said Mo Bamba because he's from the area, isn't he? From New York, dude.
Yeah, he's from New York.
He's decent. He really hasn't really had a shot. Didn't he used to have a shot? Who do you used to play for? Orlando, right?
Yep.
Orlando. I usually like him in Orlando.
Remember, he would be taking over the Sim spot. I mean, because Mitch is more likely going to be the starting center. I mean, the backup.
I would go with Sims. I would go with Sims, man. I would just stick with the guy who already knows the system, is already in there. Mobamba isn't any better.
There you go.
You stick with the guys that already. Why break it up? Why fix what ain't broke? You know what I mean?
When he does have playing time, when we show him, we have confidence in him, he does really well. He's done good. You can't say that he's done bad. You know what I mean? In the times that he started. He even started a game for us, not just this season, but before. I mean, he's not like the best starter, but he's a guy who has been confident and, he's a body guy.
You're breaking up bad. Okay, so you say he'll go with Sims on there. New Knicks, I even got to ask you.
I mean, great minds think alike. I'm liking Machete's take, and I will second that. I would rather have Sims, keep the chemistry. I don't think Mo Bamba's. I mean, shit. I think Sims is better than Mo Bamba. I ain't even gonna front.
How many CD NPs has Sims gotten since whenever? Fuck.
He's
How
had a
many
few.
what?
Coach's decision. Don't play.
Since Precious came back, probably like 5.
So what's the harm in taking a chance on somebody that could become something? If he's not playing anyways, he's just rotting in the fucking bench. Why you want to keep an asset? Why not give him a chance to actually make a name for himself somewhere?
No, in this trade season, the player to go is definitely gonna be Sims. As much as we hate to see him go, but Sims will be the piece that's dealt by the Knicks. I
Okay, so
don't
then
see.
again, why not take a flyer on Mobamba? If he's
I
gonna
mean,
go
if he's
anyway,
free,
why not take the chance?
if he's free, I'm all for it. If we gotta get rid of Sims, if we gotta get rid of Sims, I'm all for it. Bring him by, see what he can do. Yeah, I mean, well, whatever the case, I mean, he does have a good offensive shot. I can't remember because I wasn't a big Orlando fan, but I'm pretty sure he had a long range game. So I mean, I don't care.
Just so everybody knows, Jericho Sims is on his last year. This is his last year of his deal. Jericho Sims is making $2,092,000. So this is literally his final time of his deal. He's 25. I want to say, I think he's 25. There's other teams like Houston that have showed interest. Houston's young for the most part. They got talent. This is where we can do like an OB and everybody else, where you move him to somewhere that he can, as Two Shot said, to be successful, to try to make a name for himself in another team. You know, we gave him love. We all went to his high school jersey retirement. He tried out here. You move him on his final deal, see if they give him something to go for, and you don't even have to trade. You can probably get some second round picks, or you gain assets for him. It's not like you're going to get a player that's more than likely to move if you move Sims. And then you can figure out what you're going to do as a rotation. You can bring somebody up from whoever, the G League or a Mobamba, and see what he can do as a third string, or give him half the season. Or you get rid of Sims and you just ride with Hook Porty for the remainder of the year. Which I think that would probably more than likely be the move. I think they see what Porty has. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So nobody believes Mitch.
What? We're talking about Sims.
Mitch. Why are you bringing Mitch?
We're talking about Sims.
Mitch said himself he'll be playing February 8th or 9th, whatever the date was.
He never said February 8th, bro.
Listen, we're not talking about Mitch. Mitch, we believe he's gonna stay.
Yeah, if Mitch comes into the mix within the next game 2 or 3, everybody that we're talking about is irrelevant.
That's why we're saying that's why you get rid of Sims, to let him go somewhere and be somewhere, get picked for him, and then you either keep Hook Porty, which will probably be the case because he's already in the system. Tibbs has already played him a little bit. He sees what he has. He sends him to the G League. You believe in him enough that he has a contract that you can get him for cheap, and he'll be the third string behind Mitch, and he'll learn behind Mitch, and so on. That's what we're talking about, Sims, because I believe Mitch is going to be here. I don't think he'll be anything even discussed for trades until next year. You got to build up his value. So I believe Mitch stays here anyway. So that's what we're talking about, Sims itself. So Sims would be more than likely, if there's any trade, it's going to be him to be traded. That I see on there. Him and the only other person, which it's impossible.
The only reason why I don't see him being traded is because you're not going to get anything back that's going to move the needle on anything. Sims. Yeah, he's only making $2 million. Like
he's the Houston center. We got him. He came from Houston to Texas Longhorns, and we drafted him 56 in the first round. Or was it in the second round?
He was the last pick of the draft.
He was Mr. Irrelevant, was he?
The first round.
Second round. God damn, bro. Yeah. Hey.
But they said
he's all right. We got him. You've seen Sims. Yeah, he can dunk. He can rebound well. We need him there when he plays next to Mitch. He plays well. That's his dog. I like that Sims and Mitch coming off the bench. I'm confident with that. I'm confident. Sims can play the 4.
And he could play the 5, but we have him playing the 5.
I play 6
But I
man
do like the
rotation. He's
Mitch
gonna expand
Sims
and
tandem
add 2 more.
because they played together before, and they work out in the gym.
Sims out because I like
Houston, he's good enough. He's good enough. I like Mo
I
Bamba.
like his offense. He played.
You know who wants Sims? You know who wants him?
He's good. He's a pick and pop player. Jalen Brunson would excel with Mo Bamba.
And he's from the area. I like that.
Hey, all right. Let me get
Sims is wanted by Houston. Houston wants Sims.
And get him out of here.
That's what I'm saying. They're willing to give you 2 second rounders.
Give up Sims.
Okay.
Some more draft capital,
God
and
bless.
pick Mo Bamba for free.
Bam.
Yep, it's possible. So but even before you get to Mo Bamba, I don't know how that works into as far as taking on salary and onto the first apron. So they'll probably get them later. Let me get to the chat real quick, and I'm gonna come back to you guys real quick so to forget my guys here. So AP says he was talking about the trade with Luka. I don't think they didn't want to pay him the supermax. I agree there.
I agree.
100% for that. White Falcon, and then Pedro Gomez. Salute to Pedro Gomez. Salute to you, sir. Pedro Gomez says, "Time to get Zion." God, just when I gave you a full brim.
Let's go.
Just when I gave you a full
Oh my God! Hey, is Pedro first time?
Let's trade Jalen Brunson and Cat for Zion.
Listen,
I think this is Pedro's second time here, so salute to Pedro. I'm just gonna read the chat. I'm not saying whether I agree or not, but we love the content.
Let's give up the farm for Zion. Let's go.
Now, D Buckets is the first time for sure. Salute to D Buckets, first time. Full brim salute to you. D Buckets said trade Mitch for Rui Hachimura.
Holy guacamole!
We got another one.
I'm gonna keep going. Hey, it is Saucy Smoking Sunday, so.
Hey, Johnny had a question.
Yeah, but let me read the chat and then I'll get to that question, Donnie. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me read the chat because there's a bunch of them real quick. Knicks 100 GM, Jonas is a better player than Mitch. Ain't no debate about that. Okay, I'm sure we're going to debate that. Wacko from Brooklyn, salute to you. You got to put that dude on the timeout. Cut off king. I respect people's opinion. Playboy. Which one of those? You got to put in the chat who is cutting off. More than likely is the new Knicks. But whoever you put it in the chat who you're talking about, Wacko. I'm more than sure it's new Knicks. Just off that, even if it's your first time watching, this is a reoccurring theme. We love him. He's special. My brother's special. Yes, many ways he's special. Buzzer Beater, donuts are too much because you said we gave him up for some donuts, or we could get him for some donuts. So he was loving at that. Who else we got here? White Bamba popping threes. Knicks 100 GM. So can Mo Bamba hit threes?
Yeah,
he can. We'll see. He can hit threes.
He can hit them better
Robert Woodard, we only get $500K. We can only take in less because we're under the first apron. That's what I was talking about. Clarence Miles, M Specials homie, Mr. Indiana, Mr. Hoosier. Salute to you, sir. What up, what up, what up? I think we read all the chats, and I'm going to keep popping in there. We got some people here, so I'm trying to get to everybody. Donnie had a question. Donnie, what was your question, sir?
Do you think a change of venue might help Zion?
Absolutely.
Perfectly.
Absolutely.
Perfect segue.
The only thing that can help Zion is Zion's mentality. That boy is bueno, not for this franchise. He's unprofessional. We do not need unprofessionalism. We all know what he could do on the court, but the unprofessional, the knowing that if Tibbs gives him a diet or a workout routine, that we don't need no emotional ass divas.
We're talking about. I don't think he's talking about Knicks. I don't think he's talking about the Knicks though. But in general, for a change of scenery, if he goes to a team like to the Spurs, Popovich, a coach like that, that's not gonna take no nonsense. That ain't gonna play. He needs. You know what I'm saying? He's like he ain't never had a daddy. You know what I'm saying? There's some people. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people
but
he's from the hood that ain't had a daddy. You know what I'm saying? That you need someone to put that foot in that ass. You know what I'm saying? He needs some of that. Money ain't gonna give you that. Girls ain't gonna give you that. You need a dude that's just gonna straight talk to you. You know, Coach Pop, I'm not 100% on his coaching, but he's a great coach, and he ain't take that from the rookie. Everybody, who was it? The Frenchie that thought he was all that. Parker, he was like, nah. You go to the bench, he was all up in that. He did it to him. He did it to So he needs that type of coach.
Yeah.
Now, this is a perfect time to strike, considering they moved Luka. That's a wake-up call for him. But New Orleans, if New Orleans doesn't trade him this year, they're losing on the asset. You got to get rid of him ASAP. I'll trade him to OKC. Give me 7 first and take him to OKC.
Let Dallas get Zion.
No, I'll send him to OKC where he ain't getting no burn time, where you're going to be around them, but Hicks and Sticks. Yeah. Trade that boy. That's it for that.
Send his ass to Utah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they sell tickets out there, but none of that. Any other? So this year, for anybody else, I really don't see it. And I'm going to be honest, for trades, I don't see anything out there available for us. You have to keep in mind for this year, the apron. We're at the first apron. We're, as Robert Wood said, we're about $500K to hit that next tier for the second apron. And you're talking about paying way more taxes for that. And it's just not going to happen. We're going to see what we have now, who we have is already budgeted. That's why you're probably not looking or wanting to take on more money for what we have the remainder of the year. If there's anyone that you take, it would be around that money. That's why maybe the Jonas Valanciunas works, because he's $4 million less than Mitch, but he's not really going to affect us in winning, in my opinion, defensive. That's what we're looking for, more defense overall. For now, in my opinion, I could be wrong, nonetheless, but I think you're just going to see what you have now. And then next year is really when there's opportunity, I think, for us to strike and players to strike. There's other players that I was looking at that I think could help. We're looking at J.R. Crowder would be available next year. His last year with Milwaukee Bucks, you could trade for him. He's old, he's a veteran, but he's a wing, a 3-and-D wing. He's available. Do you got Bol himself is only $2 million. He's out of a contract after next year. Is that someone you can kind of take a shot with in the summer, see if he turns into something? I don't know. Do you guys like a Bol? If you can get him next year for like bare minimum?
I'll give him a training camp invite.
Bro, don't we got somebody in the G League that's tearing some shit up? Why are we looking elsewhere when we got
Bruce Brown?
Somebody that's getting
Bruce Brown was in the NBA 3 times, and he's back in the G League. He's good.
Nah. There's somebody right now in the G League that's grabbing like fucking 30 boards or.
Bruce Brown.
All right, he's a center.
Yes, with the dreads. I watched.
All right, so yeah.
He's good. I'm not saying that.
He's
just a little too slow. I'm just saying Bobo's like a high risk, high reward. He's like a Zion that you can get for under $2 million if he's a free agent. I'm just looking at opportunities for next year. This year, I don't think anything's gonna happen. It's gonna be slow. If Knicks haven't jumped right now, just as far as what you're looking at, if you look at the history of Leon Rose in our organization, they usually strike early. If they're gonna go for something, they're usually striking early. It's never late in the game. They're not waiting last minute to get anything. So if we haven't done anything right now, go ahead.
Unless it's strategical and they're letting, like, look, ain't nobody asking for you. You might as well come over here for $3.
And I look down the line. Yeah. I've looked through everybody, and there's a couple of J.R. Crowder. The only one you may trade for if the Milwaukee Bucks blow up, Tayshaun Prince. He's really good. One of the best 3-point. He's high in the 3-point assists.
Tayshaun Prince?
Yeah.
That's his name? Like Tayshaun Prince, like from the Pistons?
No, he's a Milwaukee Buck. Tayshaun Prince. He's with the dreads. He's a good defender. He's a 3-and-D player. He's really high percentage in 3. I'm just saying, if they blow up, they don't go. But in all honesty, there's only 2 people that I look that are possible. There's somebody who's on his last contract. He's a very old player. I'm gonna throw out there. He's an old player, but I think he would fit with the Knicks as maybe a bench player, who's a center, and his name is Al Horford.
Oh,
Al Horford's on his last year with Boston. He's about 35. He's on the he's almost getting his SSI.
I think he's a Celtic lifer.
It's possible, but if they don't sign him and we tell them, yo, we'll give you a 3-year whatever, you chill on the bench, come here and there, you get a little bread. You win the ring with them, winning with us.
That's like bringing Taj Gibson back, bro. Come on, bro. Are we
as a back? I'm just saying. Someone you can get.
Don't love that shit.
Talk to me.
He's a defender to a champion, 3-and-D. I'm just saying that's someone I like.
He's gonna do one or two things. He's gonna either re-up and be a Celtic lifer, or he's gonna retire an Atlanta Hawk.
Nah, I say he stays in the Celtics. I don't think he would tarnish his legacy
That's what I'm
that.
thinking also.
He's not
Tarnish your
tarnishing his legacy.
How you tarnish your legacy? You play in Boston, one of the biggest Dominican
He's like
cities,
the
and you
only
come to
Dominican champion, bro. What are you talking about? Tarnishing his legacy.
then you bring him to New York, and you can win a championship here with your other Dominican guy and the second home of DR.
He's not leaving. He's not leaving the Celtics, bro.
That make a lot of sense to me anyway. But Robert Wood says McCullough Jr. is one balling out in the G League. He's like a baby Josh Hart. McCullough, he just started. I don't say he's balling out. He just started. He's playing. OKK is definitely playing. OKK is playing pretty good. Nick 100, they're all balling in the G League. Warren OKK, Toppin and Brown, they're doing their thing. And Clarence Miles says Tarian Prince. So that's correct. Tarian Prince.
Tarian Prince.
That
sounds better. He's Tarian Prince. I'm like, that motherfucker retired 20 years ago.
It was a T. That was a T on there. You know what you know what I'm saying? Tarian. Appreciate you, Clarence. And listen, Saucy, smoke 'em, sober Sundays. I may not be on the sober side today.
Yeah. That's spinning. That's spinning, boy.
Listen, if there's one player that I said beginning of this year, I think ending of last year, who might be available, I think he's a Spur right now. He's on the last contract of his deal. He's about 6'10", great three-point shooter, long, lanky defender. I don't think the teams are using him right. I think he's going to be a sleeper pick. I'm looking at Jalen McDaniels. Not the one from Minnesota, Jaden, that they gave him a contract, but Jalen McDaniels is a butter player. He's 6'10". He can stretch the floor defensive. He was in Philly. He was balling out in Philly. They traded him to the Kings. Kings don't know what the hell they're doing. And he's in Spurs. I like him as a sleeper pick for next year. But maybe you can squeeze out a J.R. Crowder this year, next year. I think the moves are going to be next year. So summer next year is when you're going to be able to get players. When we're not hitting that, it goes the salary goes up 10%. Gives you a little more flexibility. You're going to have Sims off the book. You're going to have a couple other players. You have Campaign and Shamet that are 1 year. Do you keep re-sign them? Or do you go after like a J.R. Crowder? Do you go after Tarian Prince instead of these guys? Or does Campaign and Landry Shamet make a name for themselves and you keep them? So I think that's where the rotation is going to be. I think it's going to be a slow trade deadline for us here. I don't know. Anybody else you guys think that names out there that are possibles that you think the Knicks could make a move for who and why? And you guys in the chat, let me know.
Okay, let's go after De'Aaron
I don't like the Jay Crowder one. I used to like Jay Crowder a lot back in the day when he was healthier. But he's active. He's older. So I'm up Jay Crowder. I just don't want to mix the team. I don't see anybody really out there that I would like to mix in right now. I think wait till the summer. See what happens with Mitch. And see what happens with the guys right now. The team squad we got, what we got. That's what to take away from.
J.R. Crowder's only making $2.6 million this year. So he's someone that might be a possibility on there. Jalen McDaniels he's making $4.7 million with San Antonio, or actually with the Kings before he got traded. Kings aren't really using him right. He's going to be really good, and he's off the books next year, so I think we can make a move for him next year. The only other person that I like that we could get this year that's even worth it, give me 1 second. Let me get his name here because I'm searching around here.
De'Aaron Fox?
No, he plays for New Orleans. Goodness sakes, I'm having a brain fart. I have him on my screen here. But you guys keep talking. Give me a second while I look for him here. Do 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 Javonte Green. There you go. Sorry. So Javonte Green, who was in the Bulls last year, when he played us last year, he was slapping everybody's layups.
Mira, esto era tuyo, no te encontré. Cafecito.
Might want to mute that cafecito boy.
You want the coffee?
Latinos over coffee. There's
My
a
bad,
coffee.
Hey, let me get a piece of bread too, bro.
How about muting that, bro? You want to mute that while you pass out the coffee? biscuits and
Yo, my bad.
Bread. No biscuits, bread.
bread. You gotta dip it. Look, Latinos dip it in the bread and coffee. Coffee is 24 hours a day.
Ain't no dipping in colada.
Totada. Oh yeah,
Colada, nigga.
they got the culo buster. they got the Diddy buster.
Oh,
hey yo. If you don't know, Latinos drink coffee 24 hours a day. It's not just a morning drink. It's a midday drink.
We drink coffee to go to sleep.
Hold up, it's 5:15 in Alabama, and this is. Let me see where the fuck am I?
You don't know where he's at. So nonetheless, Javonte Green is someone that I like.
Straight
someone
black.
that I would trade for this year. I would give up Tyler Kolek for him. I would give up Tyler Kolek for Javonte Green.
Yo, you trying to start a fight with me, bro?
Listen. I'm telling you. So listen, Javonte Green plays for New Orleans. New Orleans is in desperation mode. Brandon Ingram is his last contract. Brandon Ingram is making $36 million this year, and either you resign him next year or you get rid of him. So they got to get rid of him. You got to get rid of Zion. You got to get rid of.
Untouchable, bro.
Did you say untouchable? He's 24.
He's untouchable.
A 24-year rookie.
He's untouchable.
Rookie.
Get out of here.
He gotta go. Kolek gotta go. Kolek cannot be here more than next year.
Gotta go. Kolek will be unleashed.
Kolek has got to go. Where's the Kolek Hive at? Kolek is 24. I like him. I just would like him to be on another team. He's good, but he's not great. He's good. That's it. Kolek is good. He's good enough to trade. His contract is phenomenal. Teams are going to love him. He would go great for a rebuilding team. But definitely could use him. CJ McCollum is making $30 million. He's not going to be there all the time, so they're going to need someone. Jose Alvarado, the what do they call him? He has the best name in the NBA, Grand Theft Alvarado, because he's a thief. He's Puerto Rican. That's what they're known for. Anyway.
Yo, he do be snatching purses. Snatching purses.
Oh, man.
Hey, give me that. Ricans, I know I love you guys, but I'm telling the truth. Nonetheless, it's all love. Mi gente. We're here, all right? We're here. But Javonte Green, I would do that move. So $2 million for Javonte Green, him and Tyler Kolek straight up. You get 2 second-round picks for Sims. You got another wing defender. Javonte Green is 6'5", great defender, good 3-point. You fill him in, I think he would work good. Get rid of Tyler Kolek, get in with a defender. We're winning. Tapping your doesn't change me. It doesn't change me. I'm still here. That's all I got for the trade scenarios. I think it's going to be quiet for us. I don't think we're going to do anything crazy. The fact that OG went down with a foot sprain. You're probably going to see, I'm thinking 2 to 4 weeks. It could be less. I don't think it's that crazy. Thank God it wasn't an Achilles. When he reached down, I was like, no, mama, don't do me like that. No. I got a little shook for a second, but then he got up and started walking on it. I was like, all right. We all right. Not that bad. Hold it in. But I think he's going to be straight. That moves Precious to the starting lineup, which he works really good with Cat. That helps Cat easy on the fouls, which we've been calling for. So that's going to be interesting to see JB, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Precious, and Cat. That's going to be interesting to see. You got another defender there. I'm going to be interested to see that. Yeah.
Quick question. You guys seen what Goofy wrote? Draymond Green?
No. Oh, yeah. We were talking about Cat. That bum.
What did he say?
Mon Green.
What did he say?
Well, he went on some fucking rant. Mikey, can you please find the tweet? He was talking about why don't he face Jokic straight up instead of like hedging him off and playing the denial, play him straight up. Like this boy is goofy. Like you think for an NBA player he'll be talking some savant shit or something that has to do with yeah, I mean, but he's always got some goofy shit to say.
He's thirsty. That's all.
Find the tweet.
Wait, was it Jokic or was it Cat?
No, he was talking about Cat. He was making fun of Cat. Well, now going at him, talking about that he was just scared of Jokic. You know what I mean? But we just played them at their house, busted their ass. Not even, it wasn't a point or nothing. We busted their ass clearly. Pause. They came to MSG, busting them up again, and not to the fact that Cat played him in the finals and handed him his ass. So I mean, Draymond Green, what he needs to do is worry about his own team and see what the fuck they doing. Yeah, I mean, don't commentate on my players, especially a Dominican one. Goofy.
He's a cornball just looking for attention. And no, we didn't talk about that, but there's a lot of rumors. Listen, right now is rumor central. Buzz is acting. Have you guys talked about the Knicks Bulls trade, Thunder trade? It didn't happen, but there's just rumors talking about that. Trying to move players. I didn't see it. I'm gonna pull it up now. While you guys
I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of that.
I just saw it. But it was ESPN or I think it was Sports Illustrated. So you already know that's cap. So anyway, so you're gonna hear a lot of rumors trading. I don't see any movements. If Leon hasn't done it by now, I just don't see it happening, in my opinion. Excuse me, I couldn't mute him fast enough. My bad. I got pollen. Allergies. Coronavirus. Anyways, 2 shots. Does Mitch get moved, or do you want to see anybody else come in? Any trades that tickle your fancy? Pause.
If it's not De'Aaron Fox, I don't want it.
Jesus.
Wow.
So
I'm on my TK shit, bro. That's it.
All right, who will we give up from?
How does that look?
Josh Hart?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm being facetious, but if you want
if you want to draft, I would say, what does that look like? Who if that could happen? Because they are making them available, so it's not Luka just got traded, so anything is possible. In the words of Kevin Garnett.
No. In your words, anything is possible because that Eddie is hitting. I was just making light, bro. Like I don't want De'Aaron Fox. I was just making jokes.
Oh no, okay. I know. I mean, I'm just asking. I mean, it's possible. Maybe you. I mean, I don't know. That's.
Why don't we do a Jalen Brunson and De'Aaron Fox swap? How about that?
Well, that just got us trending.
I mean, I said it as a joke, but you want me to give you something, so fuck it.
I thought you was going somewhere with that, so I just, I mean, shut me the fuck down. I mean, I know.
Shit. Fuck it, might as well go after Joker too.
Damn, if you didn't hear, the Cavs just dropped 50 on Dallas in the first quarter.
Hold on, is AD playing?
Nah, he ain't playing. He's in an ambulance right now. So what Buzzer B was talking about, there's a bold team trade, 3-team trade idea for New York Knicks, Chicago Bulls, and OKC Thunder. Is trading that the Knicks would basically get Osumu, the Bulls Osumu, Kobe White goes to I think OKC. So that's basically what they're talking about. Tyler, and then we get rid of.
Why would OKC do that?
And we give up Tyler Kolek and Mitchell Robinson and some first round picks. That already sounds like nothing the Knicks would ever do. And all we get back is Ayoko Dosumo, whatever his name is. So we get rid of our big and get even more smaller. Another guard, another one.
Wait, why would we do that? And then why would OKC do that? Like, that's retarded.
To get a Kobe White and you give up first rounds, why are we doing that? I'm sorry, what does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry, it's Bleacher Report and Sports Illustrated to look together. Let's say that. And that's why we didn't bring it up. I brought it up just because all love for you, Buzz, but it just look at it. We're giving up Mitchell Robinson, Tyler Kolek, and a first round and a swap to get Ayoko Dosumo, who's barely making any waves in Chicago. We good.
No, if anything, I would look towards Valanciunas. If we giving up Mitch and Kodak, either
I would rather do that.
or actually, I don't know, maybe the salaries match with the dunker, the light skinned dunker in the Bulls. Isn't he still there?
Oh, you talking about Zach LaVine? Nah, we'd be up
Levine.
we'd be in the third tier of salary with him. He's making 50.
Oh,
You'd have to give it
he's
more for that.
50. Yeah,
He's making 50.
I thought he was making somewhere around 30.
Nah, he's up there.
Oh shit, bro. Y'all be on that piso de allá.
Mute, bro. Mute. Everybody's here. You know, they don't want to hear about the carpet installation right now, bro.
My bad.
Mute it. Anyway, New Knicks, final thoughts for you on trade deadline between now and Thursday.
Yeah, my final thoughts is fuck them all. We're rolling through everything. Here you go. Whoever's with us, with us. Whoever's with us, with us. Whoever's not, is not. Stay on that side. Sí, yo vi uno ahí. Yo te lo traigo ahorita. Yeah, so, sorry.
All right. So he's on the mindset no trade. So we got 2 games before the trade deadline. We got a game tomorrow against the Houston Rockets. So it's going to be an interesting game. Houston Rockets. So we got Rockets tomorrow. Who is interested in Sims? Could Sims be gone by tomorrow's game? Could it be gone tonight? Could we make a trade tonight and get the picks possibly? And just look, well, since we're here in Houston, just stay here. We'll send your bag. You don't got to worry about it. Just stay right here, look for a crib. I don't know. Tomorrow would be a time to see because they were interested in them. Something to see. Does Sims get traded by tomorrow? That's the only thing I can see. Machete, you coming back here? Any final thoughts on do you think a trade happens? For who, if anybody? And he'll come back in a second. All right, so
he's off.
And he's off. So we got tomorrow, got the Houston Rockets, and then Tuesday. So we got a back-to-back. We got Rockets, and then we play RJ and IQ again on a back-to-back, the Raptors. And then after that, we got a 3-day layoff, and we play the Celtics Saturday. So we'll be talking about that Friday. Celtics Saturday. We'll talk on Friday, our next show, to see if anything happened in the trade deadline and how we look from these last 2 games, the Rockets and Raptors and the Celtics. Were you guys too disappointed in the loss with the Lakers? We won 5. We had the 1 loss. You think you see a trend there?
Yeah.
Or it was just a good game?
I mean, I blame myself. I didn't have a chance to see the game, so I definitely blame it on me. My bad, the Knicks. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure if I would have watched it, I would have projected my winning energy and focus onto the game, and I would have been able to guide JB and the boys through the win. You know what I mean? But so my apologies.
Speaking on that, MSG, I don't know who needs to hear this, or Optum, or whatever the fuck. Get the fucking negotiations done because I need my Knicks. And because y'all got this stupid ass Gotham sports shit with the chokehold, I can't see my fucking Knicks. Get the fucking shit done, or I'm coming to your house, bro. Fucking sick of you niggas.
You heard that, Adam Silver? You heard that, Adam Silver? We need these negotiations happening ASAP. Y'all trying to jerk Dolan? You trying to hustle Dolan from his own company and his own money? Get it together. Get it together. 2 shots is gonna come with 2 shots and let you know. We don't mean YouTube. This is all playing. 2 shots is gonna come.
I ain't playing with you, bro.
You know, don't make 2 shots go over there and call. If 2 shot calls his boy, if 2 shots call his boy, you know who his boy is? You don't want to know who his boy is? He's gonna come and give you tariffs and make sure you guys give us the Knicks, make the Knicks great again. Make the Knicks great, or I'm gonna apply tariffs.
Yeah.
Make cable great again. Make cable great again.
They didn't believe in us, but we're gonna make it happen.
No one believed in us. No one believed in the Knicks. Tariffs for you.
No one believed in the TOF, but I told them that they will be great, and great they are.
The Lakers are getting tariffs. The Boston Celtics are getting tariffs. All right. Nonetheless, are we wilding? So They were talking about the schedule. Buzzer beater says after the 3-day break. So we're going to have the back-to-back Monday and Tuesday. We got a 3-day layoff. And then that's when the toughest part of the schedule begins. It starts by playing the Celtics on that Saturday, then the Pacers, then the Hawks, then Bulls, then Cavaliers, and then the Celtics again. So it's going to be a tough 7 games that we're going to be playing, at least for sure the next 6 games after that. The Rockets game is going to be tough. They've been playing very well. Dylan Brooks is on a roll. Green has been balling out of his mind. So they're playing really good. The Raptors are starting to wake up. RJ and IQ, I think, are going to be healthy in that game again. They wanted some redemption. So next couple of games, we got the first hardest schedule again. But I'm looking to see what's up. I'm looking to see Precious play them starter minutes, hold down the defense, and help out Cat. So I ain't scared of that. I want to see how Precious looks in the 5 position against Boston. KP is playing really well too, so it's going to be an interesting week for sure. So the next couple of games will be serious, so it's going to be super dope there. Who does Jalen Brunson have to sleep with to get a whistle? Hey, yo.
No. He just has to start wearing the Kansas City Chief colors.
Listen, if he just has to hang out with LeBron James and he gets every whistle. That's it. LeBron James is the crying baby. Le flop James.
LeCon James.
Well, listen, as a Knicks fan, diehard Knicks fan, 50 plus years going on hip hop, I wouldn't have it any other way than going against teams and the refs and shitting on the world.
Knicks 100 GM says they took away anything we wanted to do. That was an unacceptable loss. I don't say unacceptable. It was a tough loss. They played good. Look, I give props where props will do. They played a good game. They played great defense. We didn't do 3 stops in a row, and we was off. Jalen Brunson was off. Cat was off. It happens in the NBA. It wasn't like we lost to getting beat down like some of the other teams. But nonetheless, I like our chances with Houston, but that's going to be a tough game. I ain't even going to lie. Houston is rolling. No OG. Pressure stepping into a new situation. Cat with the messed up fingers. It's going to be tough, but again, ain't nothing past my Knicks. I got us. Tough game, but I think we can squeeze out.
When do we play? When do we play them tomorrow?
We play Rockets tomorrow, and then we got a back-to-back. So Rockets tomorrow, then the next day we play the Raptors, and then we don't play again until Saturday. And Saturday we play Boston.
Well, I think we come back for a revenge win, and probably go. Yeah, we'll definitely win against Houston. I don't want to exaggerate and go with 140.
Well, don't ask me.
Yeah, I mean, but I see them beating the Houston Rockets and the Raptors. So I'll take 2 dubs for that.
I can see it starting another winning streak, and I can see it starting another losing streak. So it could go either way.
I'll say a split compared to how we played yesterday, missing OG. I can see a split, maybe losing against the Rockets, a tough fought game. It's gonna be they're playing really good. They're a good team. I'm not gonna sleep on them. They got Van Fleet who's playing really good. They got Dylan Brooks, a great defender. They got Amon Thompson on there. They got a good squad, a good defender.
Well, we got Bridges. We got Bridges.
Yeah.
I think Bridges might bring it tomorrow against Houston. He definitely got to go off. Cat got to go off because he's been kind of lackadaisical. He hasn't been hitting his threes as usual. So I think Cat and Bridges come back, and also you add the captain to that. I think he'll come back and give us a 40 piece, and let's see if we can make some wings in Houston.
Now I'm gonna give you guys the X factor. The X factor from now, even all the way to the Boston game. That shouldn't surprise people, but he probably will. Is going to be Precious. Precious. There you go. Precious switching. It's Precious. So when Precious, he's going to, Cat had a little trouble playing Sangoon because he was getting in foul trouble. You're going to see on that rotation, they're probably going to be switching and having Precious play Sangoon. He's not going to give him the paint and the looks that he wants. Precious is going to be all over him. Precious probably leave the game with 5 fouls for sure. But I think he's going to make it tough for Sangoon. And he's going to do the same thing. He plays very well against the Raptors. So Precious to me is going to be the X factor in those 2 games, and then he's definitely going to make an impact either on KP because KP is playing the 5 now. I mean, he's playing the 4. He's playing the 4. You got Horford, so he's not gonna let KP just to get in any spot that he wants. So I think he's gonna be up in the space. So it's gonna be an interesting next 3 games. He's gonna be the X factor to me. If there's a game we lose, I can see the Rockets one, maybe a close game until we get into our rhythm. We lost the Lakers. That was our second loss that when we had a 30 assist game. So not like us. You know, Cat had a rough game. JB had a rough game. So that makes us like 18-2 with 30 assists or more. So I'm still liking the favor in our odds. I'm still happy with what we got. I'm looking to see Mitch on the Celtics game. I'm looking to see an appearance for Mitch on the Celtics game.
It's not happening, bro. Like, hold on. Like, didn't we just have this discussion? Like, he's still doing pool work. He's not doing. He doesn't.
No, he's not. He's not. He said it himself.
He tweeted it himself. He said, "I will be back for the Boston game."
He said he was doing contact.
Right. Let's have a friendly wager.
Sure.
Put up a soda.
What would you like to?
Let's go. You know I'm down for a bet.
Yeah. I'll put up a soda.
A soda?
A Brugal soda.
A friendly wager, nigga. Like, what you expecting? $10,000?
Okay. Nah. I was expecting some push-ups or pull-ups, something that was difficult.
No, hey, look. You know what? A plátano. All right, you get a plátano.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
Just you gotta get plátano. you gotta call up the plátano phone.
All right, man.
A plantain. Just to make it weird.
All right, man. I'll go. If that's how you flow, whatever.
Hey, you taking it far. Ain't nobody said that's how I'm flowing. I'm just saying, it's been time. It'll be past the trade deadline, mid-February. He's been getting contact. He's done some practice. Not a full 5-on-5, but he's probably doing 5-on-5 now. And listen, him making an appearance, I'm not saying he's getting started minutes, 25 minutes. He might play 5 minutes. He'll in uniform is what I'm looking for. Just him in uniform sitting there is on the 8th. What I'm looking at.
Okay. All right.
That's a trade deadline. No pressure on him, and he's gonna sit on the bench wearing uniform. That's what I got.
February 8th.
Machete, any final takes for you? And I'm not asking you who's winning or losing because I know that you lost your rabbit.
That goes against your religion.
And do you expect any trades or any thoughts in general for this final week, sir? Okay.
Yeah, he checked out of the convo long time ago.
Nah, cause he came in when I was asking you who's gonna win or lose. He was like, "Don't ask me, because he doesn't like to."
I haven't
anyway.
From him.
Word, I haven't heard nothing from him.
I heard him. I heard when he took out the mic. Anyway, salute to you. I appreciate Donnie for coming on the show. He's out there probably. Hey, salute to Machete, my cousin out there. Salute to New Knicks. He's out there grinding. You saw him doing work, laying down carpet, still giving you guys content. Carpet and content. I go, Donnie. Here, they're hanging out with the homies. I mean, you guys enjoy your time. Appreciate you. Thanks for your comments and your feedback. We appreciate you joining us today. Appreciate you. Primito, appreciate you. You guys have fun. Be safe out there. Salute to everybody in the chat. We're going to be back here next week. You got any takes, anything before you go? I know you're driving the son. No? All right. I'm staring at your ceiling.
No, that's it, bro. Peace out. Everybody, good night.
All right. So we're going to be out of here. Salute to you guys. You heard? You're next week.
Forms and films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx.